Now, greetings and welcome to Cinema Time. Yes, we're doing it. I'm back. This is the second week in a row we're doing Saturday cinema. Hey, we're getting like some sort of a rhythm going. Yeah, hacking in the Pete's channel. He's got babies, so he can't do it. So I do it instead. Got to keep up that content. I am joined by Ditto. How you doing? You can say
Hi.
hi now. Thank you. We had you on a while ago, back when we were doing the quarantine special, uh, cinema times, and we watched a movie called Marijuana, one of those
I
scare
told you,
films. And
Chris.
Chris thinks that
Sorry.
that was Reefer Madness, and the thing is, I told you during that stream that I would check to see if Reefer Madness was okay for us to watch, and I have a copy. It's here. And
Is it a
yes,
musical?
no, this is the original black and white film. But yes, we can watch Reefer Madness. So next time we have you on in another 6 months or whenever, we'll watch Reefer Madness. We'll get through all of these ridiculous uh,
Oh boy.
uh, scare films. Is that what they are? They're exploitation films. Yeah, it's produced by this guy. What was his name? Willis Kent. A whole bunch of low budget films like this that just thinly disguised as cautionary tales so they could push them out, but ultimately it's just a film that's trying to get some money, be about racy subjects. This is a pre-code film, pre-code Hollywood, which means they're allowed to swear and be slightly racy, nudie, and have drug references and stuff in it. It was before Hollywood brought in this thing about films should be nice. anyway,
How
how are
long
you
did
been?
that last?
Mm, the Hollywood Code about 20 years before like they started breaking the Hayes Code. Yeah,
Like into the 60s, mid 50s?
yeah, something around there. But warning: substances, score, smoking. Yeah, so we had underground films, of
Yes.
course, during it, but Hollywood itself tried to implement, if you want to be distributed, then you can't have all of these things in it. This film was distributed under one of those licenses where the cinema just buys the film rather than the rights to show the film. So the cinema had it at their own discretion to just show it over and over again. This version that we're watching today is called Cocaine Fiends, which is a re-release of it when it was called The Pace That Kills, which has clips in it from an old silent film called A Pace That Kills. So it's been like repackaged as well. It also has some reused footage from another movie called Confessions of a Vice Baron. And then, of course, it got clipped up later into other things and re-released. And this is just from that era where they just film is just passed around. Nothing's sacred. I mean, can you imagine going to see a film and you're like, hold on, I saw that film last year. It was called
Mm.
this. Why has it got a different story and being cut up now? So it's
Mm.
the Cocaine Fiends. Yeah, it was actually released. I think after Reefer Madness got a little bit popular, it got released as Cocaine Madness as well, trying to jump in on that. So like it's had a bunch of different titles. But before we get into watching the heavy movie about the terrors of drug addiction. And of course, when you get addicted to drugs, you turn into a vice baron yourself. We have to turn off the now showing poster and we'll watch a Betty Boop cartoon and some outtakes from some other noir films just to lighten the mood before it happens, right?
Absolutely.
And then I can stop talking and you can get some words in. Sorry,
Oh, no, I have to get words in.
just
Said
some
I
for.
didn't have to do anything.
I need someone to have a face next to mine, that's all. All right. You like Betty Boop?
Honestly, no.
No, like
And like Felix the cat and like all that shit.
no, I don't mean like do you enjoy it? I mean like as a interesting historical thing? Is it interesting to you? I find it strange that when I watch Betty Boop cartoons, she just comes off as overtly attractive, like she's deliberately being sexy, and I'm like, what is this? I mean, this would not fly these days. Like she's showing off her garter and like dancing about. Oh, Napastria watches Betty Boop with his daughter. That's interesting. I mean, it's a good role model, I suppose.
I just have really honestly no opinion one
No
way or
opinion.
another.
Just don't enjoy it. That's fine.
See, I hate this shit. Okay,
Oh.
that don't like it.
Ah.
Not okay with it.
Well, maybe you're not going to be cool with
Feel
the movie
me?
that we're gonna. I mean, the cartoon we're gonna watch after the movie then. Get in that looking glass, you rabbit. Don't type things you have to make me say. Do you have the chat up, Ditto, or do I have to read things? I don't want to try and say anthropomorphism. The circus is asking if anthropomorphism is not your living jam. Living jam, get it? Because there it is, the jam. It's alive.
You know,
there's only one thing wrong with Betty Boop's jam. It's alive.
This is fucking like a mind fuck. I don't like this kind of stuff.
This is Alice in Wonderland, by the way. That's what she's doing.
Where you going, Bunny, huh?
Yay! The Duke of Hearts got shrunk. That's how he stole the tarts. Because he was little and could sneak in. Oh, well, at least their dress fits again. It's all good. Absolutely. That's exactly what this cartoon is meant to do, I'm sure.
I guess.
I mean, is it accurate? No, but it's what it's supposed to be, yeah?
A bad trip.
So many mushrooms.
Everyone, how do you do? The cook in the kitchen and the duchess too. The dormouse and the teapot and the mad hatter too. How do you do? Ooh.
Ooh.
The walrus and the lobsters and the nice oysters who say, how are you? Ooh. Man, what special people in this place I find. But I hope you'll treat me the same as any other kind. Oh, you and you and you and you. The
I thought that was a pickle.
It's not a pickle, it's a little oyster.
Was it
Little
a
oyster.
like a clam? Yeah, oyster, whatever. That's another thing. I'm in an unpopular category of. I'm not a big fan of Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, no Betty Boops, no old spaghettification cartoons, no Alice in Wonderland. This is perfectly something you don't want to watch then.
I did do like a. Remember book reports? Well, whatever you did in school.
Yeah.
I remember when I learned about Lewis Carroll and.
He was a mathematician.
What a creep!
A creepy mathematician.
A fucking creep. so that made me mad.
I feel like you do enough research on anybody from those times, they're all creeps, right?
I mean, probably, yeah. That,
It's a seal.
what even is that?
It's a seal with lobsters, and he's got like an axle with 2 wheels to help him go fast to try and catch the
Right?
Jabberwock, which is kind of like a
Eloquently
dragon with 1 leg, and now there's a
But
little
what?
tortoise in a bigger tortoise, and it's shooting a gun out of its shell, and that's a lion and a unicorn. They're fighting for the crown. Don't make me explain everything.
Yeah.
Well, at least the ridiculousness made you laugh once, right? And that's all we can ask
Betty
for.
Boop says that was some good shit.
Yeah, should get high and do puzzles more often. So this is
there's
breakdowns of 1936. Breakdown when one or more people gets teached in the head or tetched in the head at most opportune time, causing the director, assistant director, manager to lose their mental balance and their digestive organs fail to function. Basically, this is bloopers. We have some bloopers from some noir films. We beg your pardon, we forget to give credit to the supervisors. After all, what is a breakdown? And she used to be what she used to be. Don't lick the puzzle. Don't lick your fingers after touching puzzles that you suspiciously get from op shops that always have just one piece missing.
Time. Much is on.
Rio Pongo.
Where's that?
Gulf of Guinea.
The trading is profitable.
The weather. But,
Oh, the weather, the climate. Were you thinking where you're shooting?
No?
Time. Much is on.
Egan was murdered for money. Anderson was murdered because he discovered Egan's secret. Sladen was promised a getaway. I'm taking Stone and Varner to the... God damn it. That's right. Well, for once... No, that ain't it. Well, now... Before you... Long before that, you're gonna... Well, the whole thing ties up. Cloverdale, a girl that wins and loses the... All right. Cloverdale? That's... Oh, no. Well, the whole thing ties up. The whole thing hooks up. Cloverdale, a girl who wins and loses the Lucky Legs contest. The local doctor's a friend. Surgical... Oh, Christ.
Hold it. Quit tapping telephone wires.
Oh,
Spend your time
Christ.
building up new rackets.
Time marches on. The thing I love about these bloopers is back in these times, film was not cheap. So the stakes are much higher than they are now, just filming crap on...
You think we might object?
Well, why should you? I've proven to you that I could run it better than anyone else. Tenor isn't any good.
Yes, you've given us a nice bit of revenue.
Well, I've given you more than any 4 of them put together. And I'll keep on doing it. Provided you give me, but yeah, you know what I mean? All this kind of thing. So, God damn it, you can give this to Sadie Fryer, will you? I can't do this. Time.
Heart noises are always...
Much is on.
Time
Stuff.
marches on.
You know, my mother wrote in the flyleaf to my dear little Gabrielle. That means nuts.
Nice matte painting. Honk,
And
honk.
remember, you may be only a big brother to me. Oh, God damn. I punched John.
You think you're clever, don't you? You've been getting away from me with murder. Oh, damn.
Come down here and prove it.
There's no snow bunnies in this.
Who are they?
Did Kruger tell you?
No. So I think I'll keep one sitting right in the thing.
Ah, the thing.
Time. Much is on.
Well, what have you been doing besides powdering your nose?
I've been working on the first chapter of Sin
Ooh.
Doesn't Pay.
Have you seen Leavenworth?
Not lately. Say, Mr. Scott, I've never...
I got it. Okay.
Well, you told me to have a good time while you were away. Besides, I don't see why it would hurt you to play with Marty.
Oh, no?
The idea is I'm taking the 845 to New York.
Well, be good.
Time.
Time.
March is
March
on.
is on.
Mr. Buck, I don't...
How many times did you watch this?
Me? Never. I'm picking up
If
on
there's
it
anything
now.
you want to pay me, thought you like beer. I do like beer. But out here you can go for walks and get that fine, cool air on your chest. And go swimming in little pools and... Holy Christ, where am I? I'm screwy about it. The green fields and...
Stop
fresh
getting your
air.
lines wrong. You're driving.
Fields.
Disappeared?
Yeah, surprised, eh?
What happened to her?
Well, that's for you to tell us.
Listen, I've told you everything I know.
No, I'm good. All right, now we'll start
Time. March is on.
Mary Ann didn't tell you anything. You were yourself were in the courtyard. God damn it, I had it up to there.
No, I should have called, but I was in the neighborhood. I was just coming home from the club and saw a nuts. In the neighborhood.
I know he's innocent. Will you please try and help him?
Well, of course, I'll be very glad to do anything I can.
Ah, nuts.
Here we have a gasoline company bigger than Standard Oil and all the oil companies of the world combined. The stock? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's pure, unadulterated altruism. And how do you like that?
He's peeking out from behind the...
But don't jar the table. I'm terribly sensitive.
And right into the goddamn...
Yeah.
Time. March is on.
You're playing Santa Claus. That's what you're doing. Playing Santa Claus.
Oh.
Listen.
Christmas
in a
movie
minute-
then.
Not 10 days ago, I turned down $1 million profit on my 51%. Play me for a goddamn sucker.
Entertainment racket all my life. I know a voice when I hear one. I'm going to send you to the best teacher in New York. We'll split 50-50 and to hell with it. That's right. Hey, Santa Claus trying to bring fame and fortune to young boys. You don't mean a thing to me except ready money. And I don't mean a goddamn thing to my... I'm just fed up moping around here.
Well, I hope you don't think that I'm enjoying it.
Well, it's this business of waiting for something to happen. That's what burns me up. And the fact that I can't remember the line burns me up more.
I like that one.
Get you in trouble.
Now, this is no time for heroics. They're out for blood.
I'll just take my chance.
Now, don't be silly. Why should an innocent person take it? You remember me? All right. You remember me?
What's that?
Don't be afraid. It's only a little blood bite. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
My gentle Puck. Can I start that again?
No. You're so
My gentle
sparkly.
Puck. Take that transformed scalp from off the head of that...
Not again.
My gentle Puck. My gentle Puck. Take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Sweeney.
That's Midsummer's Night's Dream, isn't it?
No. I hope.
Time.
I'm sure someone
March
intelligent knows. I don't fucking know.
Wilson's been in here to a cup.
Okay.
All right. We don't care to waste time. We accept. And we'll recommend your appointment at once. Will you be ready to take charge?
I will. You louse. You cut me out of a line.
Time. March is on.
You know, Jean, I believe that your reputation being at stake is one of the reasons why Father accepted... Oh, nuts. Sorry.
Hey,
There's no yelling to face the bigger
nuts.
problems of life. They gotta fight their way through with guns.
Still. Midsummer Night's Dream.
She divorced him, married me.
Was it?
She saw him in... Starting again. Ready? All right. You. It's the graveyard of the civilization that shot from under us, the world of outmoded ideas. Ha! That's very good. What happens then is they
Time.
Marches on.
Of Human Bondage? Oh, we should watch that.
I tried to build a love of wall. God damn it!
Oh, it's censored on
This isn't my bedding. Bedding. Damn it!
You got censored.
Miss Nightingale,
Who got
Shame on
censored?
you.
in this freezing cold.
What?
This won't
What's
kill
going
me.
on? What have I done?
If anything kills me,
Ape
it'll be my
Sentai
anger
Oh.
against
of human, and then it's just all starred out.
Oh, you're not allowed to say that word on Twitch chat. I can read it though. And I can read
Naughty,
it out.
naughty.
It's the name of the
Reporting
film.
you.
Okay, so if we watch that film, we have to find the alternate title, kind of like this one, right?
Any answers, sir?
No. No answer.
Seems so.
Thank you, sir.
Robert.
I don't know. I'm awfully sorry.
God damn it! It must be wonderful to be a newspaper man, have such beautiful childlike. God damn it!
They don't go glump, clump, glump.
Down through the years, much has been learned about gonorrhea and syphilis. Modern medicine has developed drugs providing our present generation with effective cures. Until today, modern society has lost its fear to the point of carelessness, and the monster venereal disease continues as a modern heritage.
Just wash your hands and wear a mask. If you ever have unprotected sex with somebody, just make sure to wear a mask and wash your hands afterwards.
This young man, for instance, is a carrier. That means he is carrying in his body the germs of gonorrhea.
Oh, I thought it was
He knows
because he was
something is
taking the
wrong,
drinks to the
but
girls.
still hasn't worked up the courage to talk to anyone about it. The previous weekend, John's family went to the cottage.
Bare ass feet off
On
that
Saturday
couch,
night, John and his
bitch.
buddy invited their girlfriends to the
Yeah,
house
you'll
for a
get
few drinks.
gonorrhea. They all gonna get the gonorrheas. From
It is all
sharing
too real.
boodles.
This monster is venereal disease.
VD is for everyone. I'm gonna pause right now. The film's about to start. Do you need a second to get anything or whatever? Because it's time for refreshments. Yeah, popcorn time. Candy.
Jesus Christ.
Hurry. Yeah.
I know people love this shit, it's not aesthetically pleasing to me.
Oh, it's okay. Everyone else is going to grab a drink. It's alright. Oh, quick! Ah. Yeah, don't copy stuff and show it anyway.
Catcom.
I like Capcom. They're good. The movie's starting, guys. I hope y'all got your drinks and your popcorn. Don't you hate having to sit through trailers before films? Amongst the many evils against which society struggles, one of the most vicious, I can't read this, is in the traffic in dope. In every community where the menaced devil opes all the forces which society can mobilize, including social agencies, doctors, law enforcement officials, and government band together to stamp it out. Without such activity, the dope evil would run rampant. Yet it has long been recognized that one other powerful force is necessary before the struggle can be completely successful. That force is an aroused and educated public awareness. It is in the hope of aiding the developing such awareness that this picture has been produced. What happens to Jane Bradford may happen to anyone. there will always be Jane Bradfords until you, Mr. Citizen, cooperate with the forces now fighting the dope evil to ever stamp it out in our land. Sincerely, the management.
Management.
And as the circus says, since you are a official nurse, we will take anything that you say when it comes to any medical advice as gospel.
I'm
As we
simply a
watch the
civilian right
cocaine
now.
beans. Too bad. Wow, look at that surname. Guillermo Perez. I like it. Lewis, Noel, Sheila, Dean, Lois, Chaz, Eddie Frank, Gabby, Murray, Noah, and Gay Frank.
Black innocents trying to catch nothing. You would pick on a hick town to start peddling. Shut up! Well, the boss's orders. We gotta get new business, haven't we? Yeah, we'll get the business all right. A close shave.
Gay Sheridan? No, I like Gay Frank better.
They were just driving down a straight road. There were no like obstructions.
There were
I'm
little
just trying to understand
potholes
what was
everywhere.
a close shave.
Oh, they almost got pulled over by the cops,
So
right?
what's it all about? Who are you?
Oh, maybe, probably so.
And a bunch of hijacking racketeers were after this, so I just gave them the slip.
But your driver, they'll catch him.
Well, they can't do anything to him. He hasn't got anything. Say, how about a little of that fried chicken you advertised?
It'll take about 20 minutes.
Well, that's all right. It's cool and dark and romantic in here. I think I'll enjoy the wait.
Well, just take any booth you like.
Thanks.
It's cool, dark, and romantic here. I'll enjoy waiting 20 minutes for fried chicken.
Yeah, that puts me in the mood for fried chicken.
As long as it's cool, dark, and romantic, I'll wait 20 minutes for fried chicken.
Come on, you. Unload. What do you mean? Get out.
If it's warm, bright, and offensive,
Where's your pal?
no thanks.
Pal? I don't know what you mean. You packing around? No. Search the car. Well, what's he going to search my car for? What is he looking for? We're looking for a guy that's been peddling dope to school kids. And we had a hot tip that he was in this car. In this car? Why, there's 1,000 cars on a road like this one. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if you were all right, why were you trying to get away? Well, I thought you guys were a bunch of stick-up men. Nothing in the car, Chief.
Well, that sort of stuff. Say, do you run this place all alone?
Oh, no. Mother and I run it together, but she's in town.
Business isn't very good.
Ted
Only
Cruz.
on Saturdays
It looked
and
like,
Sundays. But then it's
Costello.
quite busy.
It's a shame that a beautiful girl like you should waste her time here. You belong in the city.
I think your soup's ready now. Here come those hijackers. This way, quick. They only serve chicken dinners, and well, that would take at least 30 or 40 minutes.
We can't wait that long. Just bring you some beer.
Yes.
So far, this movie is about chicken and beer.
Boy, ain't she a honey?
Boy.
You notice how flustered she was? Go on, you tell us, Bing. I can't stand the suspense. You guessed it. They all thrill when they see me the first time.
I wish you had as much luck in your line of duty. I can't understand how he slipped through our fingers after all our careful planning.
I can't see why the chief bothers with these small fry anyhow. Why not go after the big shots?
What'd you say
Well,
about
we
my
gotta pick
chicken?
off the collectors and the peddlers and be sure of our ground and not make any mistake. That's right.
Oh,
Well,
she
we've gotta
looks
be
a
on
bit
our way.
uncomfortable. Maybe
See
this
ya,
is one of
Nick.
those joints where if you order your
Your
chicken
beer is very
extra hot,
Thank you.
good. Bye.
you get a little something on the side.
Gee, kid, you're a dog. You sure handle that situation swell.
Swell.
I don't know why I did it. I don't believe those men were highwaymen. They look like officers.
Don't be that way. Didn't you hear those men say they had to
I'm
pick
sure
up the
they were
collectors?
high. Don't call me Wayman.
Well, anyway, your chicken must be ready. That is, if it isn't already burned up.
They have to talk loudly in front of civilians. They had a beer.
You're a cinch in the city.
Oh, but I couldn't leave Mother. You see, we're putting my brother through school.
Yeah, but you could earn so much more money in the city. Say, I know a fella that could put you in a show right away. What's the matter? Got a headache?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
really,
we're doing a
nothing.
musical version of
That's all the
that scare
excitement,
film,
I
Reefer
think.
Madness. You
Hey,
want
I
in?
picked that right
You
up.
can be one of the chorus
I got the
girls,
greatest
eh?
headache medicine in the world. Here.
Well, how do you
Headache
take it,
powder?
water?
No. Let me show you. Give me a...
No, don't take that. That's not headache powder. You'll get hooked and you'll be a snowbird.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a snowbird, do you?
How's that?
Gee whiz, my headache is all gone.
I feel better already.
It's like I've just had a nice cold bottle of
There you
Coca-Cola.
are. Everything all right? Well, I wished I'd have done the disappearing act.
Outside, you and wait for me. Don't mind him, he's fresh, but he's harmless. Say, I'd like to talk to you again about the city. Suppose I drive out in a few days and see you.
Well, this is a public eating place. Why not?
Fine. Well, I'll be seeing you soon.
All right. Oh, you know I want to go, but I can't now. Mother needs me.
I need you, too. I've got everything all fixed up. You're not going to sacrifice both your senior career, are you?
Well, couldn't we wait just a little while Eddie finishes school?
Why wait? You love me, don't you?
Well, I'm not sure. I hardly know you, Nick. And yet when I'm with you, I'm so happy and... Oh, I'm
Must be that
miserable and
headache
depressed
powder.
when you're gone.
Ah, you're all nervous and upset. Here, take one of these headache powders. And everything will look brighter.
I don't think I'm ever going to say the word cocaine again now. It's just going to be headache powder.
How do you feel
You've
now?
been doing that
I feel
headache powder,
so
haven't
well
you?
now.
And you'll go with me next Thursday night when we
There's
hit
one
town?
time when I was a
We'll get married
kid,
as soon as we
this
get
guy in the
down.
toilets wanted me to
Yeah.
do headache powder off a
Yes,
used
yes, I'll do
lavatory.
it. If you really want me.
And I
Of
said,
course I
sure,
want you,
bud.
honey.
What wrong could that be? Anyway, I woke up 2 states away from my own house.
Oh,
And that's how I got gonorrhea.
Oh, Nick, I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, honey, you're going to get plenty of thrills out of this town.
I'd like to say watch out for dark alleys, but it's like a 40s noir film. They're all dark alleys.
Okay, kid, here's where we unload.
Oh, but Nick, this can't be the place.
Oh, no, you're just staying with friends of mine until we get set. We can't go to a first-class hotel until we're married. You know that.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
What?
They have to get
What sense
married.
does that even make?
Well, you know, headache powder. You do remember watching Marijuana with me, right? Like, it went from like, oh, I'll have a toke to I'm now a drug lord real quick. And that lady, she went
Yes, I
swimming and
remember.
never came back. Are we able to read that? I mean, I can't read cursive, let alone...
I
Bad,
am
grainy
going
film.
to the city with the something with the man I love. When I
Today.
am married and settled, I'll write you. Please forgive me, Jane.
So nurses can read doctors' handwriting. Got it. All because she had
Any mail
headaches.
for me today?
No, Miss Bradford, I'm sorry.
Then why did you stop?
Why did you fucking...
Hi,
That
I'm
would
the
not be a
mailman.
pleasant name.
There is no mail for you today. Goodbye.
What makes you so stubborn? Why don't you listen to reason?
Well, he promised to marry me.
Marry? That's well laughed. They don't marry girls in this racket. And you be thankful Nick likes you well enough to want you to be his...
They just give you headache powder, pick you up, take you to the city, and drop you off at a mistress place.
I want to go home. You won't get out of here till they're ready to lift you. And then you won't want to go home. His diapers.
Oh, I'm so wrecked.
Ding dong.
Look, will you
Hello,
give me
sir.
another
We don't have a package for you today.
Headache powder.
Oh.
Oh, you poor fat. Haven't you tumbled yet? Those headache powders are dope.
Dope? Not dope.
You mean I've been taking dope?
Yeah, dope.
I've been doping, but I wanted to run in the Olympics.
Catcher. Kid catcher is a swell name for it. Certainly knocks you punks over.
To live in such an age where you would be tricked to take illicit drugs instead of, having to pay for them.
What?
Oh, I hate you. I hate you.
Ah, you don't mean that. You're just all upset again.
Here, have some headache powder.
Oh, Nick.
You didn't mean that about hating me, did you?
No, Nick. No, only give it to me.
And you listen to reason?
If anything, Nick, only give it to me.
And scene.
Morning, Miss Bergen.
Morning.
Well, I've got quite a bat for you today.
Oh, thanks, Jim.
I almost drove right past
there
because I
she
knew I
is,
had a letter for you.
Waiting for me. And I've got to give her the same answer.
Who? Oh, yes. Mrs. Bradford.
Yeah.
Still looking for a letter from her daughter Jane, who ran away. Let's see. Must have been over a year ago, wasn't it?
14 months. Her boys are working in the city now. He writes her all the time. But she's never heard from Jane at all.
That girl ought to be ashamed of herself, treating her old mother like that. Oh, I
Being
declare,
abducted and
I just
going
don't know
missing.
what's
She
getting
should be
into girls
ashamed.
these days.
It is hard to figure out. Well, I've got to be getting along. But I sure would like to bring her that letter. Well, goodbye, Miss Bargain.
Goodbye,
Then just do it. Stop keeping it in the back of your car.
Okay, boss. Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing myself lately. Well, better give her a day or two off to get used to the idea, huh? Okay, I'll take care of it. Lil? Lil?
Yeah? What? Who was it?
That was the big boss. I got some bad news for you.
Bad news for me? Me out of the La Fonda. Then what?
Well, he's putting you in the dead rat for a while.
The dead rat. Why, Nick, that's the last stop before the dive. I want you've got to protect me. I'm your wife.
Don't take it so hard.
Dive? The dead
You're
rat?
different.
Have I
You'll
missed
come back.
something?
You're just in this.
You'll find out just how different I am. You can't pull this on me, you rat!
Don't get hysterical. The boss said to take a day or two off. So get ready and come along with me. I'm going to make some deliveries.
So did they get married or?
I don't have a clear idea of what's going on.
Well, she took some headache powder and now she's like
How do you do?
stuck with this
Hello, good looking.
guy and the big boss wants to
I'll
see
have a
her or
chocolate
something.
malt and make it thick.
And you, sir?
Make lots of tomato juice.
And she doesn't make fried chicken anymore.
I only come in here to see him. He's so good looking.
You're always questing, aren't you, Dorothy?
Questing? What do you mean by that?
Oh, that's an old, seldom used word that means always looking, searching for something. And the way you look over every man and
I think
boy
that's a
it
word
really
that needs to
reminds me
come
of.
back. I like
But
it.
you want to be careful. It might be dangerous.
Maybe I'm always looking for my prince to come along.
Westy?
Jealous?
Yeah.
Yes, a little. I'm a little worried about you.
Always trying to,
Don't
like,
worry, Dan.
deliver
I
mail
just
or
like to
go
play
pick up some
around,
groceries
but
for
I'm
an
all
old
right.
lady. For some XP.
Hi, kid. How's every little thing?
Well,
Maybe we can bring it into the new century by calling it side questing. Like
rather
side
good
hustle.
looking, isn't he? Yeah. Another prospect?
You said it, boy. I could go for her.
Oh, forget it, big boy. That kind doesn't fall for men like you.
Yeah, they all fall when the old master starts
Yeah,
to
stop
work.
questing.
And I'm working now.
You certainly hate yourself, don't you?
You want to be careful, Dorothy. You'll get your wings in someday. You know who that bird is?
Who?
Well, he's Nick Provis. He's front man for one of the toughest mobs in town. And he's accused of, well, many things.
Does he have a milkshake or did he get a
Really?
drive-through beer?
Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the rush? You ain't going anyplace.
I'm assuming it's a
That
milkshake.
boy in there is my
A
brother.
beer milkshake? He's a
Come
man,
on, let's
isn't
get out of
he?
here before he sees us.
Right.
And yeah, it's got cigarettes on top.
Boy, you must have what it takes.
What do you mean?
Well, they all fall for you. I'm beginning to myself. That gangster's mom was just asking about you. She used to be a swell looker. Boy, she looks
Swell.
plenty tough now.
Did you have a good day today?
Oh, swell. The whole week's been
Swell.
good. After I give the boys cut, I'll have over $40 left.
Gee, that is swell. I only have about
Extra thing.
about 25.
Oh, dames don't tip like men. They pay off in smiles instead of nickels and quarters.
Well, I'll be glad to have my 25.
You know, with all this money, I feel like making whoopee tonight. How about you and me going Dust Street and taking in a nightclub? What do you say, Eddie?
Well, I don't know anything about nightclubs. I've never even been in one. Besides, I'm kind of tired tonight.
I'm kind of tired later tonight.
Say, I've got something that'll fix that up. Come
Is
here.
it headache powder? It's headache powder, isn't it? Oh, got about headache powder. The best kind. Making whoopee, is that like some kind of a biscuit
Think I'll
or a
stick around and
cake?
see if my
Snack
kids come
cake,
through and
right?
got any money
It's
today.
a snack cake.
Nothing.
So, before you're through, you'll be lower than I ever
A
was.
whoopie pie?
Yeah, whoopie pie.
Well, how do you feel now?
Great.
And you want to make whoopee tonight?
Bet. I always want to see the inside of a nightclub.
All right. I'll meet you here at 9 o'clock.
Just making whoopee tonight.
Boy, but... Here, take my hand. Watch your step.
Why don't they light up these places?
Oh, Ben has
Lots of
on.
things around
Nice.
here won't stand much
Let's
light
watch that
now.
instead. Another day, another time. Another way to say you're mine. Another season. It's just another reason for making whoopee.
With 40 people and everything.
Yeah, I'll say it sure is swell.
Look,
Gotcha.
over there. That Shirley Clare, the famous actress. Isn't she lovely?
she's lovely, all right, but she isn't half as pretty as you, Fanny.
Oh, Eddie, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
I have some Fanny Hill movies, actually, Circus, on DVD. I do not think we'll be able to watch them on the Twitch unless I heavily edit them down. I couldn't afford a mic.
Look, she's crying.
The other movie is the Barons something. What did I say?
We're always happy.
Haven't you heard? She's just lost her old manager, the one that made her a star. He wrote that
The
song.
song "All I Want Is You" is called was from Confessions of a Vice Baron. Yeah. As I said, there's a lot of cut-up footage into this film, and this film got cut up into other films as well. Nothing was sacred back then, especially with the lower budget exploitation stuff.
Why'd you dance, you sweet? Don't let it flurry you, buddy.
Mister, I can't dance.
Well, then run along home and let a real man entertain your girl.
Ooh.
On your way.
Step off.
Okay, if that's the way you feel about it.
Well, I
This is
do.
the pretty boy from the drive-in.
Hello, how do you do?
Shall we join the party, Dan? Do you mind? No, I think it'd be swell.
Wait a
Yeah.
What'd you have to drink?
Oh, I don't know. What you drink?
Anything at all, I guess. Shall we?
Oh, I'd love to.
Thanks. You'll excuse us, Dorothy.
You're excused, and don't hurry back.
All right.
All right. Gonna do some partner
Shall we
swapping.
dance, or...
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't dance.
Oh, well, that's nice as well. We can just sit here and...
And, what?
Oh, hello.
Hello yourself, gorgeous. Shall we,
Why, yes, you big, bad, dangerous man. You don't mind, do you?
No, he won't mind.
I told you to lay off her, and I meant it.
Beat it, you.
Don't tell me this, you dirty double-crosser.
Ooh.
If you think you can do time, you're crazy. Who are you? What do you want?
Why, Jane.
Don't go back to the country, Palmer, and don't Jane me. Let me go.
Wait, who is he?
Her ex. The one that she was
Oh,
betrothed to when she was cooking chicken.
Come on, let's finish the dance.
But what's
Not tonight, you won't. I will.
Where the hell has he been?
Cooking chicken. Someone's got to run that diner.
Come on, Eddie. Everybody's
Like,
listening.
shit.
Well, she got abducted and put into one of those hotels and stuck on dope.
What's the trouble, Eddie? What's it all about?
That was my sister Jane.
Oh, sister,
I
sorry.
came to the city to look for her in my spare time.
That's a
Sister,
mistake.
betrothed, whatever.
Oh, no. You must be mistaken.
Same thing. Same storyline.
You punks got a lot of nerve coming to a high-class place like this. Now get out while the getting's good.
$10?
Oh,
I can't afford that. I'm just a small-time country boy who's got fried chicken working.
Gee, that was swell of you, Fanny. I didn't know it was so expensive here.
That's all right. It's my party anyway. Let's go.
What, are you leaving already?
Yes, I think we'd better be going.
Well, how did you get out here?
In a taxi.
Well, we're leaving too, so if you'll meet us outside, we'll take you wherever you want to go to.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Say, who said we were going home? And who are you to be giving orders to everybody?
I'm just a fella trying to keep a certain silly little girl out of trouble.
You're just a bum sport trying to keep me from having any thrills at all.
But you're going home just the same.
Come in.
I always go to bed with my makeup still on.
Why, hello, Pater.
Me too.
Don't pater me.
Sometimes I put makeup on and then I go to bed.
And
Yeah.
sometimes not altogether
And
proud of
deliberately
that
put
All
white
right,
pillows and sheets
Father.
on too, so I can
And
see all
why
the,
the early
the,
morning
the
call?
smudges when I
I
wake
heard
up.
you bid your friends good night last
I
night.
call it art.
And I heard you say you were going to arrange soon to go down to the Dead Rat nightclub and start something.
Eavesdropper. You'd make a great detective, Father. So what?
I don't want you fooling around such places. I have heard the Dead Rat
Fanny's
is
been
tough.
talking about Whoopi the whole
Plenty
time, and
tough.
now she decides to
Is
say
that
detective
so?
instead of
now
dick.
I'll just have to go down and see for myself.
Haven't you any pride or decency left? You used to be sweet and clean.
Yes, and you used to waste a little time and attention on me. Now you're always away at your brokerage office, and Mother is forever off playing contracts. So what am I to do? Sit around and weep by myself?
But I have to spend lots of time at the office. You know the terrible condition business is in all over the country.
What business?
Why don't you associate with nicer young folks? The
Wait, what's his
society crowd.
business?
Because with all your money, we just don't seem to rate in society. I don't know why. Oh, Dad, don't worry about me. I'm all right. It's just that you're so respectable and serious-minded about things. You're way behind life as it's lived today.
Maybe you're right. But stay away from
The
the
old
Dead
fuddy
Rat.
duddy.
I won't exactly promise, but I'll give it respectful consideration.
Father looks like a universal monster, like a Boris Karloff looking dude. Deep sunk eyes. Twin barrels.
How you feeling, Eddie?
Rotten. So have you any more of those headache powders?
Sure.
Can I have one?
Yes. Come on around back.
Twin barrels. We have headache powder round the back. It's barrels of fun.
How you feeling now?
Well.
Attaboy. Hey, tonight I'm going to take you out where it isn't so expensive and we won't get the bum's rush. And will we have fun?
Yeah, what's doing?
I'm going to take you on a sleigh ride with some snowbirds.
Sleigh ride? Snowbirds? In summer?
Gosh, you are dumb.
Hey, how about my cup of coffee?
Oh, all right.
Perfect. I'm gonna take you on a sleigh ride with snowbirds. Gosh, you are dumb. What do you mean it's not headache powder? It's powder and it makes my headache go away, right?
This is Eddie, my new boyfriend. Hi, kid. I said my boyfriend.
Hey.
Atta girl, Fanny. Don't let him. Maybe he will sometime. Come on.
Oh. What? I wanted to watch the party.
No letters for me today, Jim?
I'm sorry, Miss Bradford. None today. Maybe we'll have better
Bye.
tomorrow.
No letters. Even Eddie hasn't written for 6 months. He used to write every week.
Oh, shucks. You know how boys are when they get to a city. They're just too busy to write. Or maybe he's figuring on walking in and surprising you someday.
The mailman probably is drunk. I mean, he's stopping at places he doesn't have to deliver mail
The
to.
boss wants to see you.
Hello, ma'am. I have no mail. Goodbye.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Boss?
Yes, I'm very sorry, Fanny, but we can't use you here any longer.
But why?
Well, your work has been rather unsatisfactory, and you haven't been careful about your personal appearance, like we like our girls to be.
But you know, I haven't been feeling well lately. I'll be all right in a few days.
And besides, we've been hearing rather ugly rumors about you. We can't regulate the private affairs of our employees, but we can and must get rid of those whose personal conduct doesn't please us. That's all.
You get fired, Fanny?
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of man's town.
What? What happened? I think maybe the people that were cutting this film together had a little too much headache powder.
Oh, you're almost drowned. Come in. Come in. What have you been doing lately, Eddie? I've been so worried about you.
Well, I didn't find a job, so I've been sleeping in the park lately. The benches were just cold and wet tonight.
What the hell?
Well, why didn't you come to me? I have a part-time job now.
I didn't know where to find you until today.
I had to move. But now that I've got this job, we'll get along swell, Eddie.
We?
Sure.
I can't do that, Fanny. I can't stay here. We're not married.
The first money we get, we'll be there.
Jesus
Oh, don't you
Christ.
see, we've got to
These
stick
people
together and fight
in
this
this,
thing
we're
out.
not married.
Gee, Fanny. You're swell.
Swell, I say.
Someday I'll make this all up to you.
Premarital coitals. Oh, that's hot. That's some nice representation. I might have to cut that bit out for later.
Did you work today?
No. No one seemed to need even a part-time or relief girl. But one of the girls at the drive-in gave me these donuts.
Donuts! Donuts!
I can't snort donuts!
I want a shot! I've got to have a shot!
Eddie, please. Right.
Shots, shots, shots.
Don't try to stall. You know what I want. And if I don't get it, out you go in the morning.
Oh, please. I think I'm going to get a job tomorrow. Then I'll have the rent all paid up.
Why don't he go out and look for work? Laying around here and skulking through alleys week after week? And you tramping the streets looking for stray jobs?
But he can't work, Mrs. Grady. He's sick.
Sick?
He's sick.
to
He
me
needs
more
the
like a
headache
hospital.
powder.
Well, I'll give you one more day.
That's the three main things that girls want, right? Headache powder, whoopee, and fried chicken.
Hophead.
Please, Eddie. Don't go to pieces. You've got to get hold of yourself.
I can't get hold of myself. I gotta have dope. I'm a hophead. I'd sell my soul for just one shot.
Oh boy.
All right, Eddie. If you need it that bad, I'll get it for you.
Wow. That's a pretty big turning point. Can you believe that we're like almost halfway through the film? Let's all do the hop.
I've never heard that term before.
Hophead.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah, I've watched too many of these old films, that's why. But no, it does not get used. We should bring it back. We'll go questing to become hopheads.
Sounds good.
What are you going to stick in his ear? This isn't quite as romantic as when Ed Wood's wife gave him that Angora sweater, but it's close. Only if they're addicted to beer. Pop said.
Oh, that's what she was talking about.
Hmm? Oh, the Dead Rat
Dead
Cafe.
Rat Cafe.
It's a place. It's a place on Earth.
On your way, kid. Don't hang around here.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable ordering the fried chicken at the Dead Rat Cafe.
Hey, get a load of this neighborhood, will you? Oh, me. What a spot. Dead rat in. Dead rat. Come on, let's take a crack at it.
You kids go on in. I'll be along in a minute.
We'll take care of yourself.
Whoa.
Hey, this must be the...
Oh. What's the matter? Are you sick? Oh, no, it's just something, I don't know. You startled me. I thought I recognized you. You're the drive-in girl. The pretty boy's friend, aren't you? Oh, please, I know. Things are breaking a little tough just now. Here. Good luck.
Good luck. Just gave her a nice paper bag full of gummy sharks. Hey, don't descend stairs like that unless you're gonna sing a song.
Oh, here's Dorothy. Say, this is some place, isn't it? Is this a spot?
Swell.
Well, shall we dance? Want to take a chance, Dorothy?
Sure, why not?
All right.
Funeral.
That's what you think.
When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
Ram over to the Fonda and tell Nick to come over here. Okay. Make it snappy.
What the hell wipe was that? I want that transition. Somebody get me that transition. I'll use it for everything.
What's wrong, Benny? What's happening? What's the matter? No luck today?
Eddie, we've got to get off the dope. We've got to go straight.
Don't whisper in his ear. This is a movie. I need to know what you said.
No, it can't be. It mustn't be.
She knocked out.
My mother.
But Eddie, think of me.
Think of you. What do I care about you?
You love me, don't you?
Prego.
No, I never.
Wasn't it they couldn't say it out loud back in
Born
the...
to a hothead.
This is pre-code.
Eddie.
But,
Whatever I've done,
yeah.
because I loved you. Oh, you all. Here. Take this and go down to Wangley's and sleep it off.
Gay Sheridan's just one of the actors in this, right?
You
Just a
didn't
player.
mean to upset about not loving me ever, did you?
He was down at the bottom too, so it's probably just one of those randoms.
Just once.
But either way, no more getting dope from him. Oh, she's all alone, but still the kettle's boiling. Now the other imagery is making me confused. Or maybe it's just saying that the coffee's almost ready. Or maybe they didn't think about the imagery that deeply. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I mean, that's what the imagery is suggesting. But the music isn't. The music's saying it's somber, but the boiling kettle means it's a furious masturbation scene. Don't establish these things and then just like back up on them. Oh well, being a dope fiend, it does weird things to your brain, I suppose. No, I think maybe this might be the furious masturbation scene. Turned off the lights, sat on the bed. Feel good. That's what I'm taking from it
Good evening,
anyway.
ladies and gentlemen. Presenting our very capable master of ceremonies for this evening, a genial and well-known gentleman, Mr. Murray Peck, who in turn will present the floor show for this evening. Mr. Murray Peck. Hello, everybody. We welcome you this evening. At this time, it gives me pleasure to present to you the first edition of our floor show as we open with that comedian of song, Noni Lee, singing All I Want Is You.
Oh, this is the one from the other one. This is cut up footage from another film.
Wait, this wasn't from the other movie, was it?
Not the one that we watched, no, but this is from
Okay, good. But you've seen this before?
No. I just researching the film. This is from
I feel like that's
Confessions of a
worse.
Vice Baron. Doop-doop-be-doo. Boop boop be doo. There's dead rats on all the walls because this is the Dead Rat Cafe.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like the wallpaper or whatever. And there's
Yeah.
enough.
It'd be a nice
Up there.
print, but the thing is, they just squished them where they were. They're real.
I mean, that's practical.
You nail them to the
Oh,
wall,
I've
the
seen
other rats
people
will
do
see
that with
it.
flowers. You like hammer
Yeah.
the flower. And,
Talk with the big
yeah.
chief last night. He's getting soft. He says booze was all right, but he's a little skittish on the girl and dope racket. He wants to quit. What? He can't quit. Nobody can quit the rackets and live. Not when they're in it as deep as he is, anyway.
Why don't you let him quit? You'll be the big shot then.
I am the big shot now. He only thinks he is. But I need him for a front for a while, anyway.
Why the girl?
Chief's bugs about cute little blondes. I'm going to give it to him as bait. That'll keep him quiet until I need him.
There's some cool transitions in this film, if nothing else.
If nothing
Hurry up,
else.
can't you?
Wait, is that lady about to do Haikari or whatever?
To present to you our singing waiter, Frank Collins, singing his own composition.
So much random shit going on.
Oh, we're padding out the film with songs here.
Fuck.
Someday I fear sailing far across the sea, blue-eyed gal from Malachy. If you love me, say you do.
Was that amusing?
If you leave me, no can do. Me no lie, me only say, Mongole, my dear. If you leave me, no can do.
You want to tell kids not to do it? Put in way too many old-timey songs. They'll listen. Just make it stop. I won't touch it again, I swear.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our show.
Stop,
We have
stop.
another show at 2 o'clock. Now let's everybody dance. Take it away, Al.
Getting everybody excited over here. About to have a confrontation.
Oh, yeah? Yes, the applause is because it's finished. But too bad we're not watching Vice Baron. Abe Sentai says that straight after that song there's a fight break out in the Dead Rat. So we miss out on that, and instead we get to go back to the headache powder storyline.
There was a fight like happening in the preview, in the trailer.
I haven't told anybody in the chat that I made you watch the trailer before I made you watch the film. Oh, no, here it is. Here's the fight. Now we get to see it. Yay! Get him! Get him! Get him with the wristwatch on his head. Bam!
Everybody, here we go now. Everybody dance.
Still screaming. I love it.
They'll both need headache powder after that.
I still think she went home. No, not Dorothy. She was standing right here when this fight started. Oh, forget about it. I should turn it.
Ooh, circular transition. It was the fridge. The fridge was reversing. Edit with my fridge reverses.
Where? Eddie! Eddie! Oh, Eddie! Eddie, wake up! No! Oh, beat it, you. This is my brother. Eddie.
It's just up ahead.
Where the hell is he? I don't understand.
He's at the local dragon den.
No, not Jane.
The Red Dragon place.
There isn't any more Jane.
I think that's where he is. That's why I was...
A gangster's discarded mall. Do you understand that, Eddie? No one must ever connect me with Jane Bradford.
Alice.
Oh, but what are you doing here? The city.
I came to find you and take you home.
You must get away. Back to the country and sunshine. It isn't too late for you.
Yes, we'll go home now.
No. No, it's too late for me. Girls can't come back. Oh, but you can, Eddie. You must.
No, I'm a dope. I'm a hophead.
No, you're not.
Great.
You're just in the first stages. You can snap out of it. Eddie, you must. You've got to go home.
No, I can't go home. I have no way, no money.
I'll get you the money. Lots of it. Where do you live?
Mrs. Gray's rooming house on Charles Street.
Oh, give me a home where the love all day.
Come on, now you go home and wait for me.
Still not clear on. Is this like a
Family man-
brothel?
No, it's an opium den. That's what I mean by the Red Dragon.
Opium den.
Yeah.
Gotta see Nick. They told me over to La Fonda that he came here.
Well, you can't go in. You know, they put a rough on girls they don't want around.
Oh, I don't care what they do to me. I must see Nick.
Put a rough on them. I'm gonna use that as a threat later when I try to wake Sam up.
So I'm going to take
You gotta get up and watch TV with me, otherwise I'll put the rough on you.
You know, they'd put me on that spot if they ever found out. Next down to Hideaway. Just took a girl there. Come on, you beat it. You can't hang around here.
I smelled gas in the hall, so I opened the door and come in. The place was fairly blue. And there she lay, just as she is now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I
That's
sent
what we
for
gotta
you
learn.
And a doctor.
We just have to learn that.
She won't need a doctor. Carlin, you see that no one enters here and disturbs anything until I get back.
Do you, think it was suicide?
No, Mrs. Grady. I think we'd be justified in considering it accidental.
Poor kid. Poor kid. She did the accidental suicides.
Wait, who is it?
Poor kid. The girl. It's okay, we don't need a police line or a body bag or a coroner's or anything like that. Just leave her. She's fine. Oh, you want to go in and have a look? Here, sure, whatever. Go on.
Is it Fanny?
Don't be so stubborn, dearie. Why, if you'd only listen to reason.
Why don't you listen to reason? My father is rich. If you let me out of here, I'll give you $1,000.
F's in the chat for some dead Fanny.
Dearie, I want to live a little while.
What are they going to do with me?
I heard Nick say the big chief's very fond of cute little blondes.
They wouldn't dare do that to me. My father would have them hung.
By the time you're able to get word to your father, you won't want to. Why, you'd be ashamed to ever see him again.
Nick! Nick! It's Lil. Let me in. I've got to see you.
This old hophead. Probably crazy for a shot.
Where's Nick? They told me he was here. I've got to see him.
Nick's gone to call the big chief. Couldn't call his number from this place. Now, you'd better not be here when he gets back.
I've got to see him. I've got to have some money alone.
Yes, you know he wouldn't give you a cup of coffee. He's through with you.
You say you need money? All right, I'll give you money. $1,000 if you'll get me out of here.
$1,000?
Only put on the phone. You say you'll give me $1,000. You mean it? I swear it. Give me that key.
He'll kill you for this.
I don't care what they do to me. I'm going to earn that $1,000.
She's got a piece. She's packing heat.
Now give me that key. No, don't come. We'd never get out of here alone. I'll phone for help.
Wait, where's my mark? That was a little less dramatic because she couldn't open the door, but... Make sure you put the phone to your ear, not the other bit.
Police. Now come to 76 Byron Street, quick. It's life or death.
You can't cash in that $1,000 if you're dead, lady.
Nick! Tony! Help! You keep quiet. Get hold of yourself. Help's coming.
What's this?
Oh, that was quick.
What are you doing here?
Stop, Nick, or I'll kill you.
You wouldn't dare. Drop that cat. That's the big chief. Drop that gun and get out of here before he gets here.
Stop, Nick! I swear I'll kill you.
Popcorn's ready.
Dad! Oh, Dad, I knew you'd tell us that.
I'm
Yeah.
not clear on who this blonde is.
Well, who did it?
I did.
She's taken the rat. Well, she did do it, I suppose.
But the loot, lady, hang you.
They can't, Dan. She did it in self-defense.
Well, I've been after you a long time, but I didn't think I'd get the goods on you this way.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're rotten, Farley, but I didn't think you'd drag her into this.
You're crazy, Copper. Nick grabbed this girl at the Dead Rat. He had nothing to do with it.
And what's he doing here?
Well, I phoned him just before I phoned you.
Let's quit thinking, Lil, but it's no use.
I'll have your job for this.
No, you won't, Farley. All your pulling money's not going to cover you up this time. We've got you dead to rights.
Are you accusing my father of being a criminal? A gangster?
I'm sorry, Dorothy, but that's exactly what I'm doing. Your father's the mysterious big shot and brains behind all this rotten mess of racket.
You lie, Dan. I know that isn't true. No, it isn't true. He was the big shot.
He's just trying to make it easy for you, Dorothy, but it's true, all right. Jack, take her outside. That was a nice gesture, Lil. I'll remember that at your trial.
It isn't true, Dad. It can't be.
Don't worry, Dorothy. Everything will be all right.
Take that other woman as material witness.
Hey, you can't reach me. You got nothing on me. Let me go. Chief, you wanted to take me. You'll protect me, won't you, Chief?
quietly.
Then it is true. You are a racketeer.
Where did you think the money was coming from? That you and your mother have been throwing away?
Oh, Bob, take him down the wagon and be careful. He's plenty hard. I'll see that Dorothy gets home all right.
So you've been making love to me all this time just so you could spy on my father.
Well, that was the general idea in the beginning. But lately, well, I've fallen for you, Dorothy. All right.
So much story in the last 5 minutes. Let's just wrap everything up.
So you see, it's all in line of duty.
Just who are you, Dan?
I'm lieutenant in charge of the vice squad.
Maybe that explains why you're always so bossy.
Well, it explains why I'm always around trying to keep silly little girls out of jams.
Please, Dan, don't scold me.
If I don't scold you, will you promise me one thing?
What?
That you'll stop this questing?
I don't need to go questing anymore. I've found my prince.
Quest over. Experience gained. Nice map painting. Honk honk. And let that be a lesson. What's the... Don't take medication for your headache because you'll get involved in a racketeer because your father's a mob boss. I don't know. It makes me have headache powers. Oh, well, after that we need some cartoons to settle down, right? I've
Yeah.
queued up Dreams of a Rarebit Fiend, which is drawn by Windsor McKay. He's the guy who did the remember the sauropod old school silent film. I mean, Napastrev's already like, yeah, knows what this is. This is like one of the original like cartoons, like before anything got made. This existed. Anyway, yeah, the dinosaur guy. That's right. I ate a delicious rabbit. Oh, come on, that's too quick. Let's do that again. I'll pause it at the title cards because it seems like they go too fast. I ate a delicious rabbit at the club tonight. Tonight. I didn't know that there was a hyphen in between two and night. So I've been spelling that wrong
Old
the whole
school.
time.
Yeah.
I'll start doing
The
that
old
from now
timey
on.
way.
Yeah. That's Cole B said that. And then Mrs. B said, and you know very well. You want to do the Mrs. B voice?
No.
Come on, read it.
And you know very well what strange street. You always have after eating a rare bit, you ought to know better.
Thank you for humoring me. Oh, they leave that one up longer. I can't help it. I love them when they are cooked right. What the hell is a rarebit? You mean rabbit? Alright, Mrs. D.
Well, if you don't keep me awake, go on and dream. Always dream capitalized and underlined. So.
Oh, that's where you most use capitals, is when you want to talk about the subject of what's about to happen. The dream. Aww.
Oh.
What is it? Meow meow, it's a kitty.
Oh.
Must be a kitty.
What the fuck is wrong? Look at its little...
Pete says that's a real marriage right there. Whatever you do, you want, but you don't wake me up. Pretty much. Ooh. I love how they didn't spend enough time on the title cards to read what they were saying, but it takes like so long for this cat to walk down the the footpath. Kitty got broken leg. There's no knees. This kitty's got no knees, whatever it is. Does this look familiar to you at all, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay. I think this is
I
you.
gave it a good scrub in the tub.
Nice.
Wait, is this a rare bit?
No, I think
this is what a rare bit is.
I'm just going to pause it there.
Whoa!
And, I'm just going to ask you, how long do you think this creature can survive underwater when I've got it paused? Oh no! Please unpause the video! Oh, it's just... I don't think this is a rare bit, because they were eating the rare bit. I think this is a kitty.
Well, maybe she took this one, you know, like...
I'm gonna keep it and love it and grow it and then eat it. We're gonna eat it at Thanksgiving.
Oh. I just let him play on the lawn until you came in. I've named him Cutie. After you, dear.
Aww. Who names their kid Cutie? Look at it bound and leap. Oing, oing, oing. Can you open the gate more ominously, please? You are crazy about pets. Well, I'm going to bed. Good night.
Fed it a saucer of milk, and you ought to see it grow. Gracious!
Look at it grow. Before your very
It's like
eyes.
a fucking moose.
Oh, it looks like a teddy.
Be good now and go to sleep.
Go the fuck to sleep.
I like the light on, light off transition. Oh, you're gonna be naughty. You're gonna be naughty.
Kitty. Handstands. What was that?
Yeah.
Backflips. Forward flips?
Looks pretty normal.
Oh, I hate it when this happens.
Oh. Get in the bed.
Boing. Wake up time.
I love how gravity is kind of optional for this creature.
I mean, that's just how cartoons used to work, right? Gravity only exists when you realize that it does. You have roused me from my sleep. Be gone with you.
What's the play?
But it's midnight.
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah, can we get a live action remake of this?
Wait, now there's
an
another
actual cat.
creature?
It's an actual cat. Instead of this Kimber the Lion looking thing with the big
It's
ears.
a rabbit.
It's a rabbit? Okay, let's just call it a rabbit. Why not? Did you see
Does
that?
it eat the cat?
It just ate the cat. Poor pussy cat.
Why does it keep saying meow?
Because it's
Is
a
it gonna
rabbit.
eat the husband? It's gonna eat the husband.
I hope so. Oh dear. It's just gonna eat everything.
Is this like a hippopotamus?
Maybe it's a hippogriff. Shut up. Don't even scare me with that crap.
No, don't you dare!
Say, Doc, my wife, as you know, is big on pets. How can I murder the latest one she found? Oh, God. Oh, can I have that on a t-shirt? I want this as a t-shirt. It's so inappropriate. So matter of fact. And so pretty writing, too. I'll wear it every time I go to the chemist. Rough on rats will do the trick. Mix me up a barrel of it and I'll phone you when to send it up. A barrel,
fucking
a
barrel?
whole frickin' barrel. Just to kill this rabbit.
I guess he has gotten pretty big.
Twin barrels of it. To make it a dead rat. Now he's eating the grains? That was like for winter or whatever. That's not food. Can you see what the things he's gonna... Let's do the... Okay, we're gonna play a game. What things is he gonna eat?
He'll eat the parrot.
He'll eat the parrot? Okay, I vote for the clock on the mantle and the bust.
Yeah.
Because they're drawn differently. You can see that they're drawn differently.
Maybe the little jug.
Yeah, that's a little bit different as well. We'll see. Yeah, he's gone the
I
bust
think the
because it's drawn
parrot's still
differently.
gonna meet its demise.
There goes the clock. Hell yeah. And yeah, I think the jug is next. You're right. There you go. But the bird.
Oh, the whole thing.
Come
the
on,
table
bird.
too.
Get the bird. Yeah, got the bird as well. Nice, nice. 4 for 4. 2 each.
Oh, that feels nice.
Eat it. Oh no, he's eating the water pressure hose. Not the cry share. Where's the saxophone? We need a nap after eating the entire hose. Rough on rats. Yeah, but it's not a rat, so it's not going to be that rough, right? Uh-oh. It's like headache powder to him. Oh, boy. May cause jelly and mushrooms.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. My wife took in a strange creature for a pet. It has grown to an immense size and is running loose. Don't try to capture it. Kill it and hurry. Eating the trees and the car. He was working on that. He's on a full-blown rampage.
He's hungry.
This is making me remember the old film Godzilla vs. Bambi and think I should probably watch that on the show one day. thing is full-blown kaiju now. Oh. Eat the Zeppelin! Oh, didn't eat the Zeppelin. Nope. I was all prepared to say, oh, the humanity and everything. Oh, they blew him up. I'll do it now. Oh, the humanity! Wow, it's like the end of the world. What a dream.
All because he ate that rare bit.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
That was the end of the cartoon.
No!
What? That's the end. The world is destroyed. Anyway.
Goddamn, whatever, fine.
So we've been making a lot of fun of like drug addiction and stuff, and we have a little PSA before we go, right?
See this cute little vial here? It's crack, rock cocaine, the most addictive form. You think it's the glamour drug of the 80s? Well, that's the point of this friendly little reminder. It can kill you. And if you've got to die for something, this sure as hell ain't it.
Yes, it is. Don't even try it. The thrill can kill.
I feel like Clint Eastwood must have just been born old.
That's right. I'm pretty sure Pee Wee Herman did one of those as well.
Beware.
Well, Arya. I like how they're like, drunk drivers can go to jail. Also, you could die, but they go to jail.
Thanks for coming to the Catcom Home Theater. We hope you enjoyed the show and will come back soon. And please be sure to drive home safely.
Yeah, drive home safely.
Will do.
Don't even drive on headache powder. This sounds like something that our resident remixer would make, right?
It does.
Anyway, I'll press pause on that. Well, thank you for watching more exploitation, thinly veiled beware movies with me. I mean, as terrible as they are, I enjoy it. And I enjoy your company. Did you have fun at least?
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I always have fun with you guys.
Good. Next time we have you on, we're gonna do the infamous Reefer Madness, which is something to look forward to. Absolutely. Not the musical, because we get so flagged for that. But the original is absolutely fine for us to watch.
I've never seen the original, so.
Ah, yeah. It's something to look forward to.
It'll be an experience.
It'll be an experience for everybody. Right. I think we've been streaming for way too long. I think that was a long episode. I'm sorry for keeping you up all the time today.
Me?
Yeah.
Or everyone else?
Nah, everyone else can go shove it. You're the only one that needs to be here because you're on the camera. Alright, I'm gonna hit the button that says credits and drive home safely, everybody. Good night. Say good night.
Bye. Yeah.